really nice lake. And this place has a really nice playground, very family friendly. There's Renee. We just happened up on this. Okay, looks like he's caught something. This gentleman is teaching his daughter how to fish. I like swings. I'm going to go over here and look at this swing. There are gazebos scattered throughout. Look at this swing.
You see the playground swing?
No, that one right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, unless it's too low. I kind of want to see them fish too. Can we see over them? What about that second? Let's see how this looks right here. We have fishermen over here. Yeah, we can see the fish from here. Today is such a beautiful day. It's so bright and sunny, and the temperature is just conducive for a picnic. I was with Renee as we walked down the walking trail looking for shade. We sat in the swing for a while back there, but it was pretty hot. So, as you can see, this is a very nice park. There are gazebos, beautiful trees, and just people around that are enjoying nature. It's the middle of September, and as you can see, the trees are starting to turn and the leaves are falling, so fall is very near. Okay.
And,
well, we thought there was shade. It's
yeah,
not.
it looks like it was shade.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, it's a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's more than it was. Hello. Oh, yeah. Here's the destination. This is the destination. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. This is like postcard scenery. Renee and I were hanging out in Ohio, a place called Aurora. I've never been here before, and I don't think she's ever been here before either. And I'm up here for a conference/retreat, and I found out that she was coming through, and we just put our heads together and we came up with a rendezvous. And here we are, sitting at this beautiful lake in Aurora, and it is so nice. There is fishing, canoeing, paddle boating. There's, I think, what's that, volleyball? Then there's a family that's having a birthday for a 1-year-old. And there's a walking trail or running trail all the way around this beautiful lake. And of course, I'm not going all the way around because you know me. Not me. How do you get in touch with Lulu if you decide you want to go to one of the beaches you guys are hanging out at? So how do you do that?
You can contact Lulu at her email address, Lulu's Way, and it's always in the description of all her videos. And it's Lulu's, LULSWEIGH
Okay.
at yahoo.com, I believe. It might be Gmail, I don't know, but check Lulu's description.
Okay.
And and you'll be able to get her, I think it's Yahoo, actually.
Okay.
you'll be able to get in touch with her on her travel.
Okay. So how many girls are going? I know 3.
There's going to be the total of 4 of us.
Okay,
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
good.
yeah. It'll be 4 of us, and
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna do some beach hopping and see how long we can stay.
So you got to repeat the Florida deal in another state, right?
Yes, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
And we'll see how it goes.
I
Because
know.
I'll be in Florida
Right.
in January.
Well, you can always, if you need to get away or you want to come up or whatever, you can come by. I'm not that far from the part where we were. I think I'm 4.5 hours. And if you're up that way, you're welcome.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I
come
love
hang out.
because I watch your videos and I see your pretty little yard. I'm like, oh my gosh, it would be so lovely to be there and see the garden and to watch Poppy run around.
Poppy is a hoot. Poppy is a hoot. She is a hoot. She's so sweet though. She's really a good pet. She's like a little baby.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like she just gets so excited when she sees John.
Lovely.
And she just looks at me like, I'm not doing anything you say. Oh, look at the fish. The bird. It's actually catching fish now.
Oh, lovely.
That's the second fish that he swallowed. But she looks around at me like, okay, I see you, but I'm not paying you any attention because my daddy's here.
Oh, wow.
And
wow.
And I have to scold her to make her behave. I have to tell her, go somewhere and sit down.
Right, right.
And she goes over and she sits down and then she just eyeballs him.
Wow.
She watches him. She's not thinking about me. She's watching him. But yeah, my yard is pretty decent. It's not. It's a yard. But my trees, I have an oak tree that it just wants to do what it wants to do, and the limbs they come down. It's like I don't know what's going on. It's like I thought the limbs are supposed to go up, but they're like okay, and then you've got to duck get under the tree, So
that's like the oak trees in River Forest
Really?
campground.
Yeah,
yeah, where the limbs come down. That's a certain kind of oak, and yeah, it's a certain kind of oak, and those limbs can they can come right on down to the ground, and if they're there long enough, they can start a whole nother tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But I try to keep it cut. I try to keep them cut.
Yeah.
And John he cuts the yards. And he has a little guy that comes by. He does the weeding. And then of course I like to play in the yard too. I have an edger and I'm just waiting to get out there when I have enough energy to get out with my edger and edge my my sidewalk.
Right, right.
And I do the front, I do the yard, on the road. And I've also thought about just one day when nobody's home in the neighborhood, edging the whole neighborhood.
Oh.
The street is the block is not that long, it's not that big. It would make the whole neighborhood look nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's wishful thinking.
I lived in a neighborhood where somebody had their riding snowplow and plowed all the way down the street.
That was nice.
That was really nice. Yeah.
That was nice. When I went, the name of the shop is, what is the name of the shop? I don't even remember, but I saw it said something about let's go nuts.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And
yeah.
So I love nuts. I love all kinds of nuts. And I prefer nuts over meat, really, to tell you the truth.
Wow.
And so I pulled off because, with me, I travel alone and I love it because I can come and go when I get ready. That's the beauty of car camping and traveling. you have your own timeline. You can you can tweak, you can stay longer. You don't have to talk to anybody, discuss it. You just do what you want to do. And so I saw it and I went, it's like I didn't even know it was there. It's like, oh, nuts.
Yeah,
So I took the exit. I was almost right on the exit and I had to hit the first thing I did was look at my rear view to make sure nobody was right behind me.
Right.
Then I didn't slam, but pretty close to slamming on the brakes in order to make the exit. And I'm sure I was making some skid mark sounds. So I pulled off and I was like, follow the signs. And when I got there, I was in heaven. It's this old place. And if you see my video, you'll see that there are rocking chairs on the front porch. And you can buy homemade ice cream. Matter of fact, I took my cousin Cheryl when she was down last. We went, and when I walked in, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it!" I bet you I spent an hour and a half in that nut shop. And the good thing about it is free samples.
No, I didn't know you had free samples.
Girl,
I'm coming to that nut store because that just looks so delicious to me.
I tell you, I bet I gained 10 pounds total from, no, maybe not, but I gained some weight from that trip because first of all, it was not just pecans. There were macadamia nuts, there were almonds, pecans, peanuts. And then they did other sweets. They did the divinity. They did the fudge. You name it. And so my thing was the nuts. And I said, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to get dark chocolate pecans.
Oh, yes.
But look, it doesn't matter if you eat a whole bunch of them. But I tell you, I sampled 20 different types of candies. I was overwhelmed.
I just was in heaven looking at that video, and I want. It's in Georgia.
It's in Georgia.
I'm coming to that nut store.
Oh yeah, it's off 75. If you go down Interstate 75, and I don't know the exit, but
obviously.
Yes, I was like,
you had to screech.
But now I know how to get.
I fortunately have, friends who are crafty who can help me out, and
like Jilly.
Like Jilly Ventures. Yay, Jilly. I love the flowers on my van. Oh, she's wonderful. And I can see her going to meetups now and people just occupying all her time with doing little things for their vans.
Right. But well, that's like this dude, not a dude. I just showed my age. It's like this guy that puts the solar panels on. He lives in his truck, and his business is to install solar panels.
Oh.
And I think he's out in Arizona, out near Quartzsite.
Okay.
In that area, and that's his business. He just installs solar panels, and he lives in his truck, and he goes from place to place, and that's what he does for people who need their solar panels installed.
Well, I'll have to check.
Yeah.
When I get out that way, I was thinking that maybe I would go to Quartzsite this January, but that's not going to happen because I'll be in Florida.
Yeah.
It was kind of a like a passing thought, to go to Quartzsite. And of course, Quartzsite's always on the bucket list. It's always on the bucket list.
I just want to go to Arizona because the air is supposed to be dry, and it's so much moisture and humidity down in the south.
Right. Yeah.
And I want to know what it feels like. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to get to Quartzsite one of these days, and I want to get my solar panels. Watching Bob Wells from the Santan Solar.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll find that guy, and he could put them up on the roof. But Yeah, I was watching Out on a Limb with Kim, and she got a new van.
I saw.
And she had help getting her panels on. I was really hoping she could get the roof rack on. She had got all the parts to put the side rails and the crossbars, and it just didn't fit her car. Because I'm thinking I need a roof rack, but then she got the flat panel that you tape down to the roof.
Well, that's a great idea. Now my vehicle has the roof rack already on it, and of course it's a luggage rack for the bullet thing, whatever.
Right.
And what I want to do is I want to put my solar panels down in the middle, and nobody won't be able to see them.
Right.
And which it may happen or it may not. I don't know. My car is old. BB is old.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long she's gonna hold up. And I snagged the fence.
Oh no!
And pulled the bumper. I almost pulled the front bumper off.
Oh no!
The little guy from across the street was sitting on the porch. And he said, "Do you need help?" I said, "Yes." It was hung on the gate.
Oh no!
And I'm like, how did I do that? I've been driving in this driveway for 30 years.
Wow.
I mean, well, has it been 30? Yes. In and out of that driveway for 30 years, and I decided to run into the fence. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Is my blood sugar down too low or something?
Yeah.
And so he came and helped me. But it's always something with that. Well, I had to have a radiator. Radiator last week.
Oh, wow.
I did. Never had to have one before. Never had to have anything major, only just stuff that wears out.
Right.
Nothing major, and I'm grateful for that. But then on the other hand, I'm like, okay, nothing big is broken. I'm not going to voice it.
What kind of car is it?
It's a GMC Envoy.
Oh, it'll last forever.
Really?
It'll last forever.
Okay.
Yeah, those GMCs and Chevys. That's why I had wanted a Chevy.
Okay.
And I was going to get the Chevy Express.
Okay.
But the only one that they had available was the 2500, and I didn't want to drive that. That was just too long, too big for me. I wanted the 1500. Yeah. And there wasn't any around. And so when I found the City Express, I thought, oh, cool. Yeah. And when I got the car, I realized this is not a Chevy at all. It's a Nissan.
They're all the same. They just stamp something on them.
Yeah.
That's what I think they do. I don't know.
Well, the GMC Chevy, those cars, they hold up. They last 300,000 miles or so. So,
well, mine has only like 165, and I've had it 20 years.
Well, you're doing good. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you could probably get another 165 out of it or more.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Only thing is it rattles. After you drive something for so long, you run over railroad tracks and you hit potholes and stuff.
Yeah.
The screws come loose. I've had a window replaced. And then when they put the panel back on, then the panel is not tight.
It rattles, yeah.
Yeah, little stuff like that. But, I used to cover all of that up with my radio until my radio went out.
Oh, right.
I guess they were going to rewire the whole system, put the whole system in. I'm like, it just has a shortage. Just run a wire from the back of the radio to the speaker. They don't want to do that. They want to take the whole system
out. Nah, because they want your money.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I just play my, what do you call it?
The Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. It comes to the car, and it has a navigation system, but I don't think it's updated. I haven't used it at all.
This is my Bluetooth. This is my GPS right here, my phone.
Yeah.
I have the phone mount, and I found the one that I could put over the visor on the passenger side, and it's not in the way. It's not in the eyesight. I mean, it's hidden behind like the column where the door opens.
Right.
And the windshield. So I've got it lined up right there, so it's not taking up any extra visual space.
Nice.
And that's the one that I use when I'm making my videos and I'm driving.
Okay.
So that works out really, really well.
Okay. Yeah. Mine hangs from the rear view mirror, so it does kind of block the windshield, but it's low. It's not eye level. It's low.
Okay.
And I have another magnetic one that's on the vent.
Okay.
That I use that when I'm just tootling around town and I don't need GPS or anything.
Okay.
Or I'm not going to do any videos. That's because it's easy, because it's magnetic. I just put it on there and go. The one on the rear view mirror, I have to use both hands to put the phone on it.
Oh. And the trees are already starting to turn.
Say that.
Like mine's.
Yeah.
The trees are already turning. Okay, friends, that's it for now. I hope you got a chance to enjoy that beautiful scenery. I am so grateful that I had an opportunity to get with Renee. I guess it was meant to happen. We wound up in the same state, in the same area, unexpectedly. So I am just grateful for that opportunity to see my friend. I'm going to say until we see each other again, that you be blessed and enjoy your life. And remember, you are loved more than you know.